Hey everybody, it's Zach here. I swept up and I'm done for the night. I actually showered and just got back from Walmart because I had to go get some cutoff wheels and stuff for tomorrow. But I thought I would give you guys a sneak peek of what I've been doing. I have been making a Joe and Zach survival video, and hopefully it's not so dark because it's kind of lower light in here for camera work. This camera does good, but my handy cam isn't super great with low light. But whatever. So this is what we cut off today. This is what it looks like. I took the crank jack off, so now you can kind of see. This is a super thick, I said it was quarter. I think it's closer to 3/8 or half tube. And I welded on the square part a while back and stuff like that. But that's what was underneath. And I think this piece weighs about as much as all of that. And that's 6 inches longer. So we got the axle sitting over there. I did do a little bit of grinding on it because when I flipped the trailer over, where these slipper springs were riding on the rail, it actually was kind of making a wear spot. So I hit them with the grinder a little bit so they wouldn't have such a sharp edge, because I noticed that the edge was kind of rounding off. So that's sitting there. That'll be put on hopefully tomorrow. But I'll show you what I got at Walmart here. I got some coffee stuff in that one, but this run here is all the stuff that I got. This is like 20 something bucks, and that's why I go to Walmart for this. So these discs here, I just burned through the ones I bought 3 years ago today. Right here is what they look like. And these are Master Force or Mastercraft, and they're cheap ones from Menards, but I've had Walmart ones and they'll do the job just fine, and they're really cheap, and for something that's consumable like this, you expect it to get burned up. Cheaper is kind of better. You can spend up to $4 for one of these cutoff wheels, and yeah, they last a decent amount of time, but it's $4, you know, so it's better. I just get the cheap stuff. I got 2 of the heavy duty 1/4 inch metal grinding ones, and then a flap disc. These flap discs are great. This one here, this is the same one as that one, or let's see, I got a second one in here. Yeah, this one. So this one is the same one. Is it? I don't know. Wait, maybe. Why are all these different? Which one is it? I think it's this one. Yeah, Skill. I'm pretty sure I got that one at Walmart like 3 years ago. But you can see they're all getting burned up. So I bought another one. But they last so long that I didn't need to get a whole lot. And then my tape measure, my Old Faithful, I had a burn mark in it and a scissor cut. And she broke off today. And then it wound back in there. So I bought the same exact one because they're $4 and something cents. And they're actually decent little tape measures. And I like it because it's green and I can always find it. And I didn't want to get a different one because then I'm not going to recognize it. So I got the same one so that when I look, I'm looking at the same thing. And then I got some earplugs. I bought some earplugs the other day. They came in a nice little carrying thing. I bought them at a place. But these ones here, when you twist them to put them in your ears, they break off. So I was like, well, I ought to buy some new ones. So I bought all this stuff for 20 something bucks, and I forgot and I had to go back and get that. But tomorrow is going to be down here, right in here. You can see just how nasty. I got a light here. You see how nasty these welds are? That's with that Harbor Freight welder, and that's like 5-10 passes in there. And I'm surprised they held, but I already got all the underneath ones with the stick welder, which is like a night and day difference. Double pass. Hard to show you guys. I never realized that the back of that thing did that, but so I got to grind out. I got the bottoms, which would actually just be good enough, but I can't bear to look at those nasty welds. So out of my own sanity, I'm going to be grinding those outside ones off and laying nice beads in there, and then I won't have to worry about it. So that just bothers me. I know they'll hold, but I just can't stand looking at that. And then I made this little A-frame area out of the angle iron, and it just so happened that a toolbox fits perfectly in there. So I think this is about the same size toolbox as what I have out in the car for my tow straps. I'm going to put either wood or mesh in here. I just have to decide on what I want. I'll probably start with wood and then go to mesh, but yep, I got this welded on here. These welds turned out actually halfway decent. So you can see, same with the ones up front here. I know that this is a bolt-on and I don't care. I welded it. So we got these welds here, which turned out nice, and then I got some kind of purdy ones underneath. In fact, I should grab that light again. I was actually very proud of the welds I put on here, and I made sure that I took my time and put in nice welds. Because I want this thing to be really reliable. So there's two passes on each side. And they're nice and flat, and they look pretty, so I'm very happy with that. And I'm also happy with this jack thing. This is for a 2-inch pipe. This is a 3-inch pipe. It never did work right, so I switched it. It's supposed to be sitting the other way. I flipped it up and welded it on because I didn't want to go buy another one. So simple as that. I didn't want to go spend 20 bucks on another one when this one works perfectly fine. I just modified it, so I can still lift the front of this thing, and I was worried that it was going to be like super heavy, but then I remembered that the fulcrum point isn't even there. It's on jack stands on the back, so I'm lifting the whole thing up. I'm hoping it should be a little bit lighter. I accidentally though made the tongue about 6 inches longer than the old one. It looks kind of ridiculous, but I do like it. It's really easy to back up a longer trailer like that. And a canoe will fit on there better. But accidentally I measured from the front of that all the way. I had this sitting behind there. I measured all of it. It came to 7 feet. So then when I measured that out, the tube itself, I measured 7 feet. And I didn't account for the coupler at the end. So it's fine. I could always trim it and just get a new coupler, like 10 bucks. But yeah, tomorrow we got to put on chains. I got to grind those out. We got to put on the chains and rewire it and probably take her for a test drive. And I need to figure out something to do with these taillights because they really get on my nerves. I think I'm going to unscrew them. I'll take the plate and mount it right there and then put the lights on. But I have to do some measuring because I want the rear gate and I don't want it to hit the gate. But these things really catch your knees, and they're out. I broke that one right away when I put it on, so yeah, but we got everything. Oh yeah, I got to put the fenders on. I got to mount the 2x4s on the bottom side. I got a lot of stuff, but it's a good project, you know. And then I get to go to the hardware store and buy the plywood for the sides, and I figured out the front. All I'm going to do is I'm going to mount the 2x4 on the bottom. I'm going to screw on my sides permanently because I don't want to take them off. I don't really need a flatbed. I want solid sides of plywood on there. And then on the front, it's going to be as simple as the 2x4 is going to come up here. The front is just going to mount right to it. It'll all be one. Because I was going to put on my stake bed holders that I made. But I was like, no, they're going to get in the way. So it's going to mount right on there. And they're going to be, I think, about 2 feet. I think that's what I want. Because I use this for brush. Oh, see, this is so nice. It wouldn't even have to be 2 feet. 2 feet's really a lot. Holy crap. Yeah, it's going to be 2 feet. It'll be like maybe 1.5 feet. 1.6 feet. Yeah, probably 1.5 feet sides. 2 feet seems a little extreme. But the good thing is I was going to rebuild all of it and decided not to. And I'm happy I didn't because it would have just been a waste of money. I could have left it how it was, but I just wasn't happy. I was not happy with the welds, and being a welder, that really bothers me. Like, just it would take one person to be like, wow, those welds suck. I thought you were a welder, and then I'm gonna my feelings would get hurt from that, honestly. So I gotta grind those out and weld them so that no one ever sees it and goes, oh my God, you know, because those are disgusting. That one's probably the worst of it. The other ones are okay, but just for my peace of mind, Yeah, and the gate's going to be, I think it's going to be a 3-footer, just because when I measure it out, 3 feet is actually a really decent angle. So there's 3 feet. And see, 3 feet, it'll work. You know, you could get a 4-wheeler up it. You probably couldn't get a lawnmower up that. But I want a gate because gates are nice, and it'll help the weight on the front. But yeah, 3-foot gate comes up pretty high. I got all this extra 20 feet of angle and then 8 feet of the 1/8 inch tube. So I got all that angle for the gate. And then I'll have to figure out, I'll probably make that out of wire mesh because otherwise the wind's going to catch that like crazy. But yeah, so that's what's been going on. Yeah, so it smells really bad out here, like welding stuff. And I blew my nose and it was like black tar coming out. So I probably shouldn't be out here anymore today. But removing that, you'll see in the video, that was a pain. That thing was like bolted and welded and rusted on. So yeah, I'm gonna grab my camera. I love these tapes. Go to Walmart, buy yourself one of these tapes. They're seriously like one of the better bangs for your buck as far as tools go. Alright, I'm gonna bring this whole bag in because I gotta charge it. Alrighty, well, thanks for watching, guys, and I'm gonna edit this video and I'll let you guys know if it turns out. I don't know. It doesn't look dark in here, but with that camera, it's kind of dark in here. So, thanks for watching.